Guys, so I finished up. If you see what I've got going on here, I've got the Precision back on. I like it for a couple reasons. Not only does it have a big compressor cover, but it's still more compact than what the S475 was. The S475, it seemed like it was big for something that didn't do anything. Even though it had a race cover, that race cover didn't do me squat. I've done more horsepower on this turbo. It's more compact, still flowed more air. Boost is on quicker. Just on a quick rip around the block, I was seeing boost before 2000 RPM. On the S475, it started to light around 2000 RPM. So the difference is huge. Now you can see I've got the stainless diesel turbo blanket on. No, it's not to keep it warm during the winter. It's to help keep the truck running hot. For those of you guys who didn't catch that, just an inside joke, but that's fine. That's going to help spool it faster. It's going to also help keep the temperature where it needs to be in the turbo and out the exhaust instead of sitting underneath the hood temps, increasing your intake air temperatures, basically just helping out efficiency. It's something simple. Power Driven Diesel did a video on it, and after seeing that, my mind's been made up. Now the other thing, if you notice, I took out my drive pressure gauge. I'm just waiting on a couple of fittings so I can hook everything up, but I plugged it in the meantime because I do suspect that was probably part of my issue, is I was losing a little bit of exhaust pressure and actually creating my own exhaust leak with it. But after that, everything else went together back nicely. Everything else fits. The nice thing is now I'm seeing 10 to 15 pounds of boost by the time I need to. There you go. It's gone. I've been stung yesterday, so damn bees, they're out to get me. Everything else is put back together. I'm pretty happy with the way this thing is put together. I mean, everything's simple, everything runs nice. It's going to be a nice, clean running turbo. And using it every day and still being able to reach the horsepower that I'm aiming for, this should be able to work. The only difference is I haven't dynoed this setup with the new injectors that are in here. These are industrial injections R6s, so a lot more fuel than I dynoed it back in the winter. I want to say it was January, February. This thing made 997 with this turbo on R3s, 88% overs. So with 192% overs, this should be able to push it a whole lot better, be able to get to the horsepower that I'm aiming for, because I think I was tapped out injector wise. My pulse was getting too high. I didn't have what I needed to in order to get to the number I'm after. Besides that, we're doing dirt drags here in a week and a half. I wanted to have a turbo that's going to be able to light off the line, not something that's going to be super lazy. So between the dirt drags, sled pulls, everyday daily driving, this thing's put together really nice. Really happy with the way that the Mishimoto intercooler's worked out, because I haven't had to remove it once since I've done all this. All you end up doing is you end up just doing your clamps. Your manifold stays on. You have a couple of V-bend clamps on the turbo itself. So I've got the 90 degrees. So this is the GT42 style turbo instead of the slit fit compressor cover. So it flows more. So when you compare one turbo over the other, this compressor cover flows more than your typical 76, 75. And if you see down here, I'm going to move this thing right down here. You can see a nice little precision turbo. Now taking a look at everything else, this is an awesome running rig. I'm excited to have it back running together. Really, I'm just excited about everything else that's going to continue with this thing. If this doesn't do it, we'll go bigger. But for now, this is what I need.